problem number 50, chapter 20. The question, I kind of like this question because it's, real life. Water heater uses a power of 5 kilowatts and it runs for 2 hours a day. How much would it cost you to heat your water for a whole year if you pay 12 cents per kilowatt hour? So there's a lot of stuff going on here and not the best units, but this is a real world situation. I mean, you may not be paying 12 cents per kilowatt hour. I mean, I think that energy is pretty reasonably priced in this state. But, if you go to more expensive states where the power is more expensive, we just happen to have cheap power here. Okay, well, let's just start off calculating stuff. Notice down here that we have kilowatts, hours. So we don't even have to switch to joules. But let's just go ahead and calculate the total energy in kilowatt hours and then multiply it by our cost per kilowatt hour, which is a unit of energy, and then we'll be done. Okay, so for 1 day, so delta U1, this is for 1 day. It's going to be, remember, power is the change in energy per time. So the change in energy is going to be power times the change in time. So this is going to be 5 kilowatts times 2 hours. So every day I'm going to use 10 kilowatt hours of energy. Now the total delta U, this problem actually turned out a little bit easier than I thought. It's because the units were all nice, but that's fine. So the total energy is going to be 365, that's how many days are in a year, times 10 kilowatt. So that's going to be 3,650 kilowatt hours. That's how much energy we use. Now, I need to pay 12 cents for every one of those kilowatt hours. So my cost is going to be the cost for energy times the energy. So that's going to be 0.12 US dollars per kilowatt hour. See how we didn't have to switch units? And here we have 3,650 kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour cancels. That's the key right here. Now I am going to put this on my calculator because I don't want to do something dumb. 0.12, enter. 3,650 times. Oh, wow. $438. US dollars. Let's just see how much you're paying per month. $36 a month. I mean, if that's the correct power for an electric water heater, and the time that you would use it per day, let's just think about this for a second. Okay, I don't want to pay I want to pay as little as possible. You want to pay as little as possible. We all want to pay as little as possible. So what can I do to bring this cost down? Well, I really can't control this very much, right? One thing I could do is to put solar panels on my roof, so I'm actually not paying for this whole thing. Now, why do you heat up the water for 2 hours a day? Are you taking 2-hour showers? Please say no. But what happens is you have this water heater, you heat up the water, and then it radiates and cools off over time in where you have it. So you can put an insulator around it and make these blankets for your water heater to keep them warm, that insulate them. So then you don't have to heat them up as much per day. You don't have to reheat water that you already heated up. Another thing that you can do is start with hot water. One way to start with water, and this is actually a very simple thing to do, is use a solar water heater. So a solar water heater has a roof where there's some container where the water comes in, gets heated up by the sun, and then it goes to your water heater. You don't have to heat it up as much. And you can get that cost down to something more reasonable. $36 a month, I pay that, right? I mean, I like hot showers. I like people in my house to not complain about not having hot showers. So, but heating water is definitely an issue we all need to think about.